What's going on, YouTube? Hey, it's Busy Bee. Sorry I haven't been doing anything with the channel for the past couple weeks. I've been spending family time with the family. I've been having the truck worked on since I was home. Just wanted to see what was going to happen with the coronavirus. Just wanted to see, how things were going to pan out, man, because you really don't know what's going to happen with us driving these rigs. And once I found out we could roll, I got back out here and I started rocking, man. We'll talk a little bit about the corona, but I'm going to give you an update on the Pete, what I've been up to, what's going on with old Busy Bee. Today is just a little bit of a different video than I normally do. This is not it's just kind of tell you what's going on, just kind of like saying, hey, this is what's up, this is what I'm doing. But let's get right into the video. So I got the hood open on the Pete, and I'll tell you what I've done since I was home. So we had an oil leak on the oil pan since I was home. That has been repaired. Awesome. And that was warranty, so warranty covered that one. Someone said, well, their warranty, they like to jerk you around. No, they fixed that and did not charge me for it, which was awesome. While they changed that, I said, well, you're going to drain the oil, you're going to change the oil filter, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do a PM on it. Let's do it for a PM. So basically, I got a free PM. Only thing I had to pay for was the fuel filters, and that was it. But I still got to do a lube job on the truck, grease everything. Also, I have a leak up here. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll zoom in. I had a leak right there. And it was on the neck right there on the radiator. So we got that fixed on that. But I'm still going to need a radiator, daggum. So what has happened is that the fittings right here on the radiator are not holding as well. And supposedly I need a new radiator, which I call BS. I have a feeling they didn't tighten their shit down right. And that's part of my problem, which is the way it looks right now. I don't know. We're going to have a second opinion on that. But I took the reservoir off and fixed the leak there. And I think they didn't get everything tightened up all the way. That's what I am thinking. But that's been taken care of pretty much. It's not leaking as bad as it was. And then, let's see, what else did I do? I had the transmission looked at. It's starting to do a little bit of a grinding, like the synchronizers are going bad. And then let's go back here to the back side of the Pete. So I've had a vibration for the past few years, and I'm still trying to wean out all the vibration stuff. So as you can see here, I got a new drive shaft. Now that's not brand new. I went to the junkyard, Ileana used truck parts. We matched it up with a 2012 Peterbilt that they had in their lot, which is phenomenal. I was like, whoa, that's the same one. They said, yep, that'll work. So we got this one, put new U-joints in it. What was wrong with my old drive shaft for the back half was the slip joint was bad. So that was all repaired, replaced, and everything on that. So we still got a little bit of a vibration back there. And I think part of it might be a little bit of tire shake. And I'm going to have the wheel bearings checked here in the near future. I just got to get some funds going because I was stuck at home for 3 weeks. And I'm trying to build my money back up. So that was that. Also, we had a fuel leak, of all things. Now, on this truck at one time, on this truck, I don't know if you can see down here, they got a crossover line underneath here, okay? Now, that was plugged up at once. We took care of the plug on that, okay? But I am going to need new fuel lines eventually. But the T-fittings for the top half of the fuel lines, they were leaking. One was leaking, and I said, okay, well, let's replace both. And then at a later date, we'll change the fuel lines. Because over time, you will have to change the fuel lines on your rig when it's old. Any hoses on your rig, if you have it for a long time, you're going to have to change hoses because they do get old, they do get dry rotted, and they do leak. I mean, that's just part of it. Things get old, wear and tear. These fuel lines are probably 20 years old, as far as I know. I don't know. I only know the ones on the motor has been changed. This is the only ones I know it's been changed. So that's what I've done so far on that. And oh, you hear that? I don't know if you heard that or not. She just reminded me, hey, you changed my air filter. Yeah, the air filter on the air dryer. So that got changed. That's doing a lot better. And it was actually leaking, a matter of fact. I don't know why it was leaking. I figured, well, it's probably got a bad gasket. And then also, I found another air leak on the rig. And it was all one of the little valves. This little valve right here. See, right there. It was all worn out. You know, I drain my tanks every day. You're supposed to drain your tanks at least once a day for your truck. For you rookies out there who don't know that, you're supposed to do that once a day. Just because you get some moisture out of your tanks from condensation. Okay, so that's one thing you guys need to know. You need to know if you've never known that. So it's good information. All right, so that's what I've done with the peat. Now, I officially have gotten the Mustang in the garage. Yes, those who have been following my channel for a while, I have got the Mustang in our garage now. I got the garage all cleaned up. I got everything out of the way. I have room for the lawnmower now. I have room for the Suzuki. I have room for everything I need for the garage to be able to be used for. And I'm planning, hopefully by July, if all things pan out, we're all caught up by then. Traffic, gotta love it. I'm hoping by then to be able to start working on the Mustang, but I need some sort of transportation when I'm home. I was like, well, whatever's cheaper, let's do that. I told the wife, let's just get the Suzuki going. I want to get it done, and I could ride that around when you got the car, and I can run my errands that way. And then when in the not so nicer months of the year, I can use the Mustang when I have to. But I'm not going to use it when there's snow and ice, because it rides like a Camaro. You know, those who know Camaros, they ride rough. So, yeah. And then, ooh, that's not good. Door hinge on the thing busted. I got to fix that. Man, someone really ripped the hell out of that door recently. That's not good. But I got the things for the hinge. And what I mean by the door hinge thing is right here. This had broke, and I left it in the wife's car by accident. Dadgummit. It's one of the things I forgot to do when I was home, and it's vital, and now someone screwed my door up when it was at the shop. One of those things you just can't do nothing about, but yeah. And then we're slowly doing things with the peat. I know a lot of guys just follow me because of the W990 and the peat, and that's what a lot of guys are following me on, and I appreciate you guys subscribing, and thank you for the wonderful comments and everything. Now, the thing on the coronavirus, I am in New Jersey of all things, where the heat of this stuff is, and I really don't want to be here, but I had no choice. Well, I had a choice, but the freight was good, and I wanted to basically check, well, I needed the money, you know, just like everybody else in the world. We need the money. So I went ahead and took the load, you know, because they needed me. Now, I got to check the oil on the old peat. And I just dropped the dipstick. So hold on right now. Yeah, we got to check the oil. Hold on. All right, we're back. Okay, that's all taken care of. Woohoo! It is a beautiful day over here in Jersey today. This hood all closed up, and I just remembered it's starting to get warmer. I need to throw that bug shield so I don't get a lot of buggies in my radiator. It's not where I left it, I thought. And that is important. Keep the buggies out of your grill. And it makes your truck look nice too. So, all right. So, let me give you a few tips on the coronavirus, okay? For what I've learned. Honk if you're horny. So, what I've learned a little bit is that you need to do a lot of PPE. and personal protective equipment. Okay, and if you have gloves, wear gloves. If you have a bandana in the truck of some sort and you don't have a mask, well, a bandana works just as good. Just put a paper towel in between it, a city napkin or something like that. That will work just fine. And that's pretty much, your PPE just for now until you find something. Now, I know that UPS is really helping us with this PPE thing, and it's nice that they're letting us owner-operators use some of the stuff they have. Man, that was a little Volkswagen Beetle shitting and getting, man. That thing was... But I think it's nice that if they have hand sanitizer, they're letting us get some if they'll refill our bottles if we need to, which is cool. They're being totally cool about it because we need that. And I told that lady last night when I saw that, I said, "Dang, that's liquid gold right there, boys." Hell yeah. So, yeah, you got to wash your hands as often. And for a lot of drivers, I've noticed, and I noticed this last night, it was kind of a concern. A lot of you are not taking this seriously. This is a very serious thing. If you already have health issues and you're not taking this seriously, and you get this virus, it will kill you in time. And also, a lot of people are making mistakes. They found out if you take ibuprofen with the fever of the corona, the ibuprofen will actually feed on the ibuprofen somehow. So it intensifies your fever. So they say to use Tylenol, from what I understood. Which, my mom used Tylenol when I was a kid, so, that's what we always used for me, because it was hard for my fevers to break when I was a kid. I was always a sickly kid when I was younger, but my immune system is like a freaking rock anymore, but anything can take you and make you ill, man. I can admit that. So, wash your hands. I know everybody's heard this. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Hand sanitizer, And, if you can find rubbing alcohol and aloe vera, there you go. Put it in a bottle of some sort. Mix the two together. There is some tutorials on YouTube how to make your own hand sanitizer, believe it or not. And it's rubbing alcohol and aloe vera. And then there you go. There is your hand sanitizer, believe it or not. So that's homemade. So I know a few of you are trying to avoid all this chaos, and I'm trying to avoid it too. I'm not going anywhere. I have my refrigerator back here stocked up with groceries for the next couple weeks. Hopefully it'll last me till then. I'm probably going to get on Walmart website for the app. I'll probably get my groceries that way so I don't have to go in. If you have fruits and vegetables, wash them. Wash them with soap and water. Don't let them soak in there. Just wash them with soapy water, light detergent or whatever to get rid of the germs, because it could transfer on food. It could stay on food for about 3 days, believe it or not, from what I'm hearing. So, and I have also seen, back on the drivers, is like some of these drivers I've seen, some of the people out here, they're not really taking it seriously to the point of, okay, 6 feet apart, and they're in a group just shooting the shit and having a good old time. Okay. What's to say that driver that you know personally probably isn't keeping good hygiene? I see a lot of drivers. There's a few drivers out here that do not have good hygiene at all. I worked with a guy. Yeah. Horrible hygiene. He smelled like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like day-old sweat from years later, he smelled that bad, and I actually left because he stunk so bad. Yeah. Good old Felty. But, whew, boy, that boy stink. But he just didn't want to use deodorant, and he was lazy. So that's what the problem was. So anyway, on another note is, like, keep your distance. Count the squares. If you got squares on the floor for tiles, 6 feet. Count 6 squares, that's 6 feet apart. And wear a mask. I actually use an old biker mask that I have. And when I'm done with it, I'm going to wash it with soapy water. Probably later today, because I've used it a few times. I'm going to wash it with soapy water. I got another one back there, a bandana I use. Bandanas are great. You can put rubber bands on the ends and put it over your mouth. You know, tie it a certain way and put rubber bands on the ends and put it over your ears. I mean, universal precautions will help keep the spread of this virus down. And I think that a lot of good drivers should take the responsibility of saying, yeah, we could take it from one state to another state and not even know that we have it. Why not slow it down with us along with the rest of the people? I see a lot of people out here in Jersey moving around, and they're supposed to be at home, and they're out here having a great time. So I see a lot of people not taking it very seriously. I'm taking this 110% seriously because I value my health. I value my life. Granted, I got Jesus in my heart, and I'm glad that Jesus is within me. But he could take you anytime it's for you to come home. And you should take that very seriously, that, you know, your health is important. It's number one. That's what keeps you going. If your health ain't good, guess what? You're going to be sitting in a box 6 feet under. That's just the truth. So that's my opinion, and I'm going to stick with it. But, you know, be safe out here with this coronavirus, y'all, and take it very seriously. You know, I mean, it's not a joke. You know, everybody says, oh, it's just a cold and all this. No, this is kind of just as bad as the plague and all that, you know. I mean, it's just like that, man. And there's always a plague of some sort every so many years. Well, this is the next plague, okay? You know, swine flu was one, but it wasn't as bad. But this one is the worst one of all. Your temperatures can get so high, it could just... A lot of people's died around where I live, and there's some people that I do know as acquaintances that have lost their lives because of this virus, because they didn't take the precautions. Some people did, and they still got it, but at least you could try, right? So that's about it. I just want to give you a Q&A on the Pete and tell you a little bit about this coronavirus, you know. And if you have puppies, also take it very seriously with them as well, because they can get it just as much as you can. Just make sure you don't let other people touch your animals, because if you don't know that person very well, don't let them pet and love on your puppies, because they could transfer it to you from these. These are a big problem that is making people ill, and also with the air they breathe. It's very airborne, you know, so I take precautions. I'm out here breathing the air in Jersey right now, but I'm not around anybody, so I could do that at least. So remember to like and subscribe my videos, guys. Be safe out there, and we're just shy, almost to 500 subscribers. I had 2 more people subscribe today, and that is awesome. Thank you, and welcome to the channel. And I'm waiting for 500 to show up, man. And then when we get to 1,000, oh yeah, it's going to change for the channel. I actually have learned how to do thumbnails. You look through my videos, I've changed my thumbnails on a few of my videos. The one I did with Rambo has completely changed. I actually made it look really cool, and I've been doing some learning, trying to upgrade the channel, make it look nice and neat, and you know, I'm stoked. So just remember, we can do anything we put our mind to it, and all things are possible. You know, that's what Jesus said. You know, with men it's impossible. With man it's impossible, but with me, with God, all things are possible. And Jesus Christ said that himself, you know, and I'm just kind of interpreting what he said, but that's what it says in the New King James Version. But that's what I use for a study Bible to understand it, because the these and the thous, sometimes it gets like, what? But you get the gist. So, you know, but I am so excited with everything going on here lately. Things are going to get better. The weather's starting to get nicer. I am stoked. I love nice weather. I hate the cold. I got arthritis in my body, and I'm just ready. So we'll catch y'all later. Be safe out there, my friends. Peace. I'm gone here later, and all things are possible. And God bless you guys. God bless the American truck drivers for staying out here as long as you have. And God bless the people that are trying to take care of the people with the coronavirus. You know, our people, the doctors and everything. And I have an aunt right now. She's a nurse. She's dealing with this coronavirus, taking care of people with the virus and everything. It's pretty scary. And she's in the ER, you know, and she likes doing that. So pray for our first responders and fire department, police, and all that, trying to work through this and trying to stay healthy, and pray for the people out here trying to keep America moving. That's the American truck driver and our president, and you know, just pray for them, y'all. So God bless you all, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Later. God bless you.